Hey there, my name is Chris Mango, and I'm the creator of Mango Mischief, a satirical, retro-style JRPG that's available for PC on Steam. If you're watching this video, you're about to see me playing my own game, showing off shortcuts and going into detail about the development process and intentions with essentially every aspect of Mango Mischief. So I think it's fair to say spoiler alert. If you'd like to play my game before watching this, the Steam link is in the description. I hope you enjoy my playthrough and commentary. Alright, we have episode 17, level 2 of Chaos Castle. We have all of our anti-ice equipment on. The thunder weapon, the ice necklace, ice weapon, ice necklace, ice weapon, ice necklace, ice weapon, ice necklace. So I need to make sure I'm using physical attacks with Sprig and the magic thunder attacks with Marion. I don't want to hit any ice enemies with my ice weapons, or else I'll be healing them. Let's get going. The ice region is super small. It's just this little square, but there's 4 crystals here. That will each disappear when pressing the appropriate button. And you can see the buttons get released at the end of each little snow sequence here. You can hold down spacebar to speed up these snow sequences. You'll have to verse 4 spirals in total, this pair of enemies, 4 times, as well as some random battles. There are a couple of random battles in this small box area as well. I want to do as much thunder damage as possible, as quickly as possible. So we're whipping out the Brontomancials, the Thunder Chaoses, with Sprig. Let's do something like we could do triple recoil or death by dozen cuts. Let's see if death by dozen cuts does a decent amount of damage each time. Not that much. I'm going to switch over to the recoils, I think. I kind of like trying out the death by dozen cuts first. That way we don't have to sacrifice HP. But if you need to, you need to. Alright, so the fact that Sprig just got hit twice here is a little frustrating, because we might not have enough HP to use triple recoil anymore. Also, he's raged, which is not great either. So Sprig's just going to be single attacking. We can remove the rage, obviously. But let's just focus on... Let's see if the quads do much damage at all. It's not terrible. Ugh. That's a little frustrating now. So what I'm going to do here is... I'm going to use just Call Down the Thunder on Flurikin. I don't want to risk using Thunder Chaos and not really doing anything at all, because they focus all on 0. When in reality, Brontomancial is going to kill anyway. Wow. Okay, so Rage Sprig is pretty good. There should be another battle coming up. We'll just let this happen. Sword Blade. 2 of these battlers of mine are immune to Rage. The other 2 are immune to Silence. I take it Sprig doesn't have a Rage Amulet, or Rage Talisman. Alright, Thunder Chaos. Oh, Magic Attack has been lowered. That's a little frustrating. See how it does less now. I would have rather had my Magic Attack be lowered on Sprig, who's not going to be using Magic Attacks. Let's go with the triple recoil. That does good damage. Very good damage. Let's also do Ascendancy. That way, at least Marion's Magic Attack is back to normal, and Mero's is improved. Hopefully Sprig doesn't get killed, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter that much. Poison doesn't matter either. Thunder Chaos. Okay, much better damage. Brontomancial should be able to kill out 0 here. And we definitely can't afford any recoil attacks. So I guess let's just do this for now. Not much damage at all. A little disappointing there. So actually, let's do Maxi Heal on Sprig. That way, when it is his turn again, he can use a double or triple recoil. Unless Marion plus Mero beats this Winterloper first. Which I don't think will happen. Okay, I don't even think I need to use the recoils, but let's just be super safe there. Level 8, okay. Let's hit these 2 buttons. We need to hit 4 buttons. This should remind you a little bit of Stimfy Station. Every dungeon, every of the 8 medallion dungeons have some sort of reference in Chaos Castle's floors 1 and 2. I think I can escape these, so I'm just going to work on escaping. Remember, it takes a maximum of 4 attempts to escape. So the next escape I should be guaranteed when I do get to go again. The Charmed is a little annoying. Do I get to go again? Okay, there's the escape. Here's the second button. And then we've got 2 more spirals and buttons to press. I'm holding on spacebar, which is why the snow is disappearing a little bit faster. I'm pretty certain. Well, actually, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, you can't escape. Let's go with the usual Thunder Chaos, Brontomancy All, some recoils, and Ascendancy. Maybe not Ascendancy because he's confused, but at least we can get off our offensive attacks. I like that. Oh, he's paralyzed and confused, but the confusion's gonna be gone now. Ultimate Ice. Heals them, hurts us. Sprig is really close to dying. We'll see what happens there. Does Sprig get hit? Sprig goes down. Alright. Brontomancy All. Winterloper goes down. 3 against 1 is a better ratio than 4 against 2. Especially since now things like Thunder Chaos are going to be essentially focused on the same enemy twice. I mean, Iraq being paralyzed isn't great, but let's see. Nope, paralyzed. Got magic points back. Alright, Zero gets some HP back, but Thunder Chaos will do more damage. Almost done. Hopefully Brontomancy doesn't miss, and Brontomancy doesn't miss. Level 9. Do we have another fight? We do, but we'll do that in a second. I don't think it's worth it to, like... I don't think it's worthwhile. Maybe. There might be a way to dodge like one of the spirals, but it becomes really hard because of how small this room is. Also, it seems that spiral is just simply following me around. I wonder if it... Is the spiral going to head to the left at all? Maybe not. Oh, maybe I can get it stuck. Maybe I can run around. I'm actually not sure. I would need to coax it this far and run all the way around. Okay, so it is possible, note to self, to dodge at least one of the spirals. That takes a while, though. Okay, now it's Thunder time. So, I'm fine with Skagox and Mace. We're gonna flip these over to Brontomancer. Or Brontoceptor, sorry. That way we take less thunder damage, and all the ice necklaces will become thunder necklaces. I think with this strategy, even if you're halfway into Omega, like level 5, you should still be fine, considering that was what most of my classes were at. Now, in the Thunder region, there are some fairies. You've got to collect 8 Metallium fragments, or 8 Metallium pieces, which is basically just a satirical repeat of what we've been doing all game long with the medallion pieces. These are going to be Metallium pieces. You cannot escape these spirals. You're stuck versing Vrontios, a reference to Zeus. Triple recoil should be pretty good. Cryomancy should be pretty good. And confusion isn't going to be that helpful to us. Remember, we don't want to attack with Sprig. Let's maxi heal Marion, and hope that we can just do the same thing again. Ultimate Thunder will heal Vrontios. Triple recoil. That seems to be the MVP of this type of battle. And Cryomancy. Not sure if it'll kill. It'll be close. Nice. That was pretty easy. Level 10. I like that. Switch the classes up. Let's go up one. Alright, we're good. All level 5s now. We need to talk to 8 fairies. And we'll have to verse some of these spirals. Some will chase you, some you can dodge. At this point in the game, I don't mind playing a couple more spirals, because I have a feeling I'm not going to be... Oops, that's what happens when you don't pay attention. I have a feeling that I'm not going to be at ultimate level by the time I play against the Caravan in 4-3, but I'm pretty sure I can still beat them as an Omega tier character. Wow. Good damage. But I am still going to need to level up a little bit. So versing a couple more of these battles is not a bad thing. The 2 battles I've played so far against the 2 Vrontioses, both of them I could dodge. Each of the 8 fairies here give you some rhymes, giving you a reference to the fact that you're about to be helping out Wally. And they each give you a Metallium fragment. I'm not going to bother reading through all of them, though. Oh. This is a random encounter, not a spiral. The fact that I got hit by a random encounter at the exact square means I'm going to be forced into a different battle right after this. So, I'm going to escape from this battle, because I'm going to get hit by the spiral too. Yeah. That was a little unlucky. The Perfect Storm. Cannot escape from these fights. Let's go with double recoil. I can't afford triple recoil. Cryomancy. Ice Chaos. And these thunder enemies do a lot of damage, so I'm going to play it safe and use Maxi Heal, as opposed to using like Ascendancy on the whole team. So needing to adjust my Needing to adjust my strategy a little bit. I figured I'd kill him off with triple recoil, but even if I died, I had a whole bunch of other characters coming. So as you can see, one spiral that's actually chasing me right now. I think I have 2 or 3 spirals chasing in this general area. So even if you carefully dodge all the spirals that are on a set path, just kind of moving back and forth and timing properly, I think you're still pretty much going to have to worry about a few spirals that are ever approaching you. It is possible to keep away from them, but it's pretty difficult, because there's just so much movement going on in this thunder area between the fairies and all the other types of spirals. Hitting with these triple recoils would be great. A rat going last isn't necessarily a bad thing. I know turn order is something that you can pretty much decide based on who you want to boost in terms of agility. But a rat going first might be helpful too, in the sense that, like, he could heal or remove some sort of status ailment. Like, he could remove Charm, even though Brontios just removed Charm. But we should be able to finish this enemy off very soon. Might not be this round, but he'll only get one more attack. Marion's low enough that she can't use, like, double recoil anymore, but it didn't matter. We are level 9, that's good. You can see a spiral is chasing me right now, over here. There might even be 2 spirals around here. Random battle. We can always pause and go into the key items to see how many we have. We have 7 metallium fragments, we need 1 more. I don't think I'm going to get out of this area, so I'm going to have to deal with the 2 spirals that have been chasing me here. Which should be fine, gives me another opportunity to level up. That's some good damage. Now if I was a little bit stronger, I could reliably win these battles in like 1 round. It might happen now, might not. I don't think I'll do 7,000 damage, but no. But it's not impossible to win these battles in a single turn if you're ultimate level, once you get all your omegas to level 10. It'll happen soon though. Do I get the level up? Okay, so I want to make sure I heal because there's another spiral coming right at me. And we'll just... That was worth a shot. Try to get around. Triple recoil. Nice, 3 critical hits. This should be a single turn win, I think, because of those 3 critical hits. Assuming Ice Chaos hits twice. Maybe not. I think I might have needed Sprig to crit also. Oh, close. Nope. Healing and taking out Marion. That's scary. Except not. Alright, here we go. There's level 10. Let me change the class up again. At this point in time, we're starting to get into a class area where the levels are going to be a little bit different. I mean, here they're all level 5, which is nice. But maybe 1 or 2 classes, it's going to be inconsistent when each of them level up. Okay, where are we going now? You can tell which fairy's left by which one's still moving. The fairies freeze, and you can actually run through them when they're done. Just to make it a little bit easier. Here's Wally. Let's save, because we haven't saved in a little while. And we're done with Ice and Thunder. Hello again, mortals. Wally's back! I guess our trip down memory lane wouldn't be complete without you, Wally. I am surely unforgettable. You lost your color. Doesn't that only happen when you're flustered and embarrassed? I don't remember this creature at all. Hidden Haven, mini-boss, wrote some signs, used to be blue, not really memorable. Not memorable? Ah, there's the gray. What are you doing here, Wally? I need 8 pieces of a synthetic element created in this laboratory so that I may regain my blue color. How do you even lose your color anyway? This issue seems incredibly arbitrary. Hey now, don't blame me, I'm doing the best I can. So do you want to pass through here or not? You could just move. If you refuse to help me, I would be forced to annihilate you all. At least you have a sense of humor, Wally. Your destruction would be inevitable. Fighting you would be a waste of our time. Blood and guts and bones everywhere. Wally, do you have any idea just how strong our fire attacks are at this point? Remember, we versed him in Hidden Haven as the mini-boss. Pain and suffering and agony and all the other scary synonyms. Why are you being so rude and so stubborn? Can you please just do this for me? Despite you being remarkably irrelevant, it seems that we can't progress until we retrieve this thing you want, so I suppose we'll have to help you out. Thank you. I mean, damn right you'll help me out. Since the alternative is death. Sure. What are we supposed to find for you? The synthetic element that I need is a metal alloy hidden in this very room. I need 8 pieces in all. There seems to be a recurring theme here. I think the fairies in this room can help, since their lives apparently revolve around giving you hints throughout your journey. How incredibly convenient as always. Did you say that we need to find a metal? No, it is a metal. It is called metallium. And you want us to find 8 pieces of it? Yes. You want us to find 8 metallium pieces. How many times do I need to repeat this? We're thinking the exact same thing, but for very different reasons. Obviously a nod to the 8 medallion pieces versus the 8 metallium pieces. Bring me 8 metallium fragments, and I'll let you pass. Why is this so hard to understand? Have you never done a quest like this? Quite the opposite. We already have everything you need, so this dialogue comes out once you actually get all 8 metallium fragments. If you talk to Wally before talking to all 8 fairies, he'll basically send you on your way, and you'll have to talk to the remaining fairies before returning to Wally. We already have everything you need. You do? You actually got them for me? And there's the blue. Thank you, everyone. Glad to help. We didn't really have a choice anyway. I am in your debt. How can I repay you? Gold, weapons, armor, items. I have none left. You took them last time. Letting us complete our journey would be the best way to repay us. That's more than fair. I'll head out now. Good luck with the rest of the castle. And who knows, maybe you'll see Wally again someday. You'll see him in the post-game cutscene. It sounds like he's grown attached to the nickname we gave him. Do you think we're going to see anyone else around here who we know? Cue the Ventanas. That's a good question, Mero, given that there seems to be a remarkable amount of familiarity within this castle. The best thing we can do is move forward, and we should always keep our eyes open just for any other acquaintances of ours, just in case they appear. A true knight always helps someone in need, even if the victim is a stranger or someone who they don't personally like. Defending others is my sworn duty, which is why I have dedicated my life to protecting the royal family and helping everyone I meet. It would be terrible to sit idly by and watch others succumb to injury or death when you have the chance to intervene and potentially save lives. Everyone's life has value, and there is no such thing as an innocent bystander when others are in danger. Agreed, agreed, agreed. Now let's finish our quest. I think it's safe to say that helping Wally was an incredibly rewarding experience. More experience obtained. Level 6s. So, of course, the irony of Sprig monologuing is that we just let Ventanas die. So, you can totally move around, to be clear, during these magic bursts. You can do that in Space-Time Race Climb in front of the 4 paths, as well as some other later stage magic bursts. I think, yeah. So when we open this one, or at least start to open this one, we can retreat back to this horizontal area here. That way this spiral can slow move down, and it'll path up and down and up and down, and we can follow and then just get in there. I'm also going to switch my equipment because we are in the light area. So we're going for a dark weapon, a light weapon, a light weapon, and a light weapon, to just kind of repeat the same strategy we've been doing here. I don't know if this is the perfect strategy, but it seems to work pretty well for me so far. Some light necklaces, just to make sure we're all set up as far as lights go. Okay, I'm also going to save the game. So you can open up any one of these magic bursts to give yourself another space to walk in, because the, well, you'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to run back in time. Okay. So this will continue following this path, so like this is safe. And I could slowly, if I want to, just keep moving back and forth to try to dodge spirals. It is possible to dodge every single spiral in this maze. Doesn't mean it's necessarily easy. But it is absolutely possible if you're careful enough. You just want to make sure that you move back to a previous safe spot, because you can't inhabit a space until the magic light is completely gone. I'll wait. I tend to use arrows here rather than using the mouse, just because sometimes the pathing with the arrows can be really obnoxious. Although I think using the mouse here is probably okay. Every spiral in this first half of the light area is the same. We'd be versing Lumino and Lumina, which we'll eventually have to battle anyway at least once. And then the second half, where you'll see a row of spirals, that'll be against 2 additional light monsters based off of Egyptian gods and goddesses. There's nothing wrong with battling them to get a couple more sets of experience. I'm going to switch to the keypad again. The up, down, left, right arrows. I timed that pretty well. Now the safe space is here. And in the meantime, I can open up these other 2 light bursts, or light areas. Back to the keypad. I think the mouse should be fine here. I don't know if it's possible to get around here, but going straight up is fine. Just be careful where you're clicking and make sure the magic burst is done. Okay, so I made it through the first half of the area pretty easily. I wanted to do 1 battle here with Lumino and Lumina, just to show you off here, to show off these enemies, because otherwise I'd only end up bursting them once, I think. The light and dark areas are arguably the easiest in terms of winning battles, because we have so many good anti-dark and anti-light attacks, right? So, like, Dark Chaos is pretty good, but Umbra Coda and Umbra Quad are going to be kind of your bread and butter magic skills here. To counter the fact that you have so many good anti-dark, anti-light, and anti-dark attacks, I make them do kind of a truckload of damage. I make the enemies do a truckload of damage and really mess with you. So Ultimate Light should be pretty good for them. Again, having light necklaces and light weapons makes it a little bit more reasonable. You will be doing dark physical damage. Umbra Quad. If Sprig dies, it's not really the end of the world. Let's see. To play it safe, let's actually use a Maxi Tonic on Sprig. I mean, to be fair, Dark Chaos is pretty good, but I think Umbra Code is a little bit better. That hurts a little bit. Alright, got the heals. Sustenance increases a bunch of things. Does it increase everything? It increases everything. Let's use, Vanquish. No, I'm sorry. Oh, Judgment versus Extinction. So Extinction is the improved version of Judgment. It's one of the new level 10 Omega skills. Definitely good damage there. And Umbra Quad will be solely focused on this individual. And despite the fact that he has improved magic defense, this still did some pretty good damage. And let's just do Dark Chaos to make sure he dies. Not amazing damage there, but enough to seal the deal. Level 7s. And now we're moving into the second half. Now, what traditionally what I think most of my beta testers did is they did something like this, where every time you hit one of these, or every time you open up one of these, the spirals that are either right above or right below start moving vertically. And so what you can do is you can start moving forwards, like to the left, while trying to avoid some spirals. There's nothing wrong with using that method, especially if you want to get some more experience. What you can do is you can just move up to the top left here, though. I think you might be able to replicate it at the very, very bottom. Although there's a torch there, which could be trouble. But you can just move straight over here really easily. Now, the fact that I opened up this magic burst means I have to dodge 2 spirals, which kind of stinks. But if it's just 1 spiral, that's usually not so bad. And now getting down here is not impossible. You'll see these spirals aren't perfectly lined up because of the vertical spiral getting in the way. But you can get through this entire area without forcing a battle at all. In fact, it's just a matter of opening up this little magic barrier, and then just moving to the side, and this spiral will move upwards. And then I can just go around. These are the Egyptian god and goddess light enemies, which you'll see in a moment. We have to verse Lumino and Lumina again, as well as the 2 other enemies. Let's focus on Dark Chaos. Let's just do as much dark damage as possible. Umbracoda. I don't really have a preference on who I like to kill off first between Lumino and Lumina. Extinction. Extinction might end up being a more reliable go-to than Triple Recoil. The thing is, I get Triple Recoil earlier with Sprig. Plus Triple Recoil saps all your HP, whereas Extinction just saps 30%, I think. Might as well use Extinction again. Oh, that's a little frustrating, but at least Umbraquad can do some good damage. Sprig's low on HP. I don't remember if Death by a Dozen Cuts is good here. Dark Chaos won't kill. Shooting Stars. Sprig is fine. Alright, I want to use Purple Heart, because it's been a while since I used Purple Heart. Let's do Lone Chimera, cast all buffs on one ally. I'm going to cast all the buffs on Sprig. And I'm going to use Purple Heart. Where are you at, Purple Heart? There you go. Remember, Medal of Honor is the same thing as Purple Heart, it just does damage to all enemies. Alright, let's see how this goes. 20,000, not bad. And we get to level up, so now we can move straight into the next battle right away. And here we've got Osire and Illumisis. I guess it would be pronounced Illumisis, even though it's a reference to Isis and Osiris, but whatever. 60 grand HP each. These guys are arguably a little bit tougher than Lumino and Lumina. If for no other reason, because they've got 10,000 more HP. Let's continue using Extinction. When speedrunning this game, making sure that you're rotating through the Alpha classes in an ideal order and the Omega classes in an ideal order to so that you unlock certain skills earlier than the other skills you don't care about is a pretty useful strategy. I'm in the middle of doing that, actually. In terms of creating my routes and my strategies for speedrunning Mango Mischief. A lot of it comes down to which skills I would use over and over again. Almost done. I'm going to use Umbermancial. Maybe it can kill them both, I'm not sure. Nice. Do we get another level up? We do. Good. It is time for the dark area. So I'm going to now switch my necklaces to dark. And switch my Lumiceptors to Umbraceptors. And I think we're good. Alright, let's go. And darkness. So I don't think you can actually escape any of these dark encounters. So you need to be very, very careful because your vision is, even with the Everflame, it's pretty low. I actually just got really good RNG there in terms of where the spirals were. The bottom half here can be mostly dodged, although oftentimes you might need to verse one or two of these battles. In the very, very middle, which is where we are now, there are spirals on each side. You can absolutely dodge them if you let them walk to you. The thing is, they're very, very slow. And so, like, here's a battle. And I don't think we can escape. Correct. We'll end up doing a couple dark battles. This is kind of a Grim Reaper, if for no other reason, because Primariger is an anagram of Grim Reaper, and that's exactly how I roll, as you know. Let's see if Deathbite doesn't cuts as good here. By the way, he does an attack called Karma, which we're going to experience soon. Very soon, actually. Karma, I think it's every 20% HP, does a ton of damage to you. And so you can't just focus him down super fast. Besides Karma, I think happening every 20,000 HP, every quarter lost, once he gets down to 3 quarters, then 2 quarters, and 1 quarter, he summons an Azani. And so you end up having 1, and then 2, and then 3 additional monsters to verse. So if I do something... I'm hoping Lumacoda doesn't force another Karma, or else I might actually die. Okay, I still have a decent amount of hit points. Now, in terms of the best strategy to use here, I'm still trying to figure that out. I think perhaps killing the Primariger first, the Grim Reaper first, and then focusing on the 3 Azani might be a pretty good technique. Marion is silenced, which actually really sinks. We need to use light magic, because he has on a light weapon. This should force a Karma, okay. Mara can get killed off, if not careful. So, we're going to do... What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to use Chimera, just to make sure everyone is healed, just to make sure everyone is buffed. That way we'll take less damage from Karma and everything else. Because you need to be really careful with this Grim Reaper enemy. He doesn't do that much damage. He does get some health back, but doesn't do that much damage. I'm going to use Lumacoda, just so I can focus on the Primariger. There's the Karma. I wanted to bait out just another Karma. Let's see. I'm going to actually have Sprig use a little bit of healing, because I want Iraq to actually use a light attack. And this might bait out... Nope, not yet. Not to 20,000 yet. I think he actually has a dying Karma also, from 20,000, and then it's 0 again. But we'll see. Let's use Lumimancial. This should trigger the next Karma. I don't want to completely kill off the Grim Reaper yet until I have a little bit more heals. Let's put Sprig on healing duty, because his magic isn't going to be that effective. Or that focus, at least. And then, let's say we use Bullseye on this Primariger. Oh, okay, good. That killed him off. And, again, I withstood another Karma. I don't know if we'll have to heal, given how much health Iraq has left, but these Azani are pretty weak, in general. In fact, one of the other purple spirals, there's 3 different types of purple spirals here, 3 different types of battles. This is one of them, with the Primariger summoning 3 Azani. There's another one, where there's just a bunch of Azani and that's it. That's the easiest type of battle. And then the final one is the single monster who casts... one second. the final monster who casts things like Ultimate Dark, who might be a little bit of a problem, but that battle might still be faster than this battle. This tends to be the longest Dark battle because of how careful you have to be from the Karma. Do we level up? We do not level up, so let's heal. Not Sprig. Iraq with the heals. You'll also notice I'm actually running low on some magic, because these battles are getting a little bit longer, so I'm actually going to take an opportunity to... I've got so many different options, right? Let's just use some mini-magic stuff, because I would never really use mini-magics in battle, because of how high level I am. So if I can coax one of these spirals down, and to the left or to the right, I might be able to go around them. It is possible to get through this entire area without bursting a dark spiral. It's not particularly easy. But then at the very end of the dark area, there are 3 spirals walling you in. Let's see if I can get around. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. Alright, just barely. I'm going to save. Obviously, you can save scum this area if you wanted to. So now, to the top left is the exit, or really, the next level. But I want to go to the top right first. And the reason why I want to go to the top right first is because I want to loot Ventanis' body. I'm going to be very careful here, or try to be careful. There's a bunch of spirals. Over here is a little empty area. You can see I'm still walking to the right, and now I stop, and I'm walking down. This is exactly where you go to get Ventanis' body. To loot it, really. And you get 3 ribbons, an HP, an MP, and a TP. We're back here. Ribbon of regen HP, MP, and TP obtained. You're a terrible person for not helping Ventanis earlier, even though the game wouldn't permit you to. Still running up. Still running up. And you'll see the animation stop, and I move to the left. I think I should probably equip them, huh? Given how Sprig has been very patient by not having a ribbon. Who else needs a ribbon? I guess Iraq's going to get a ribbon of TP also. So it looks like we have enough ribbons for everyone until we get to ultimate level. When we get to ultimate level, you'll get a 3rd ribbon slot for everyone. So you can have 1 of each, you can have 3 HPs, 3 MPs, 3 TPs, whatever you want. Let's see if we can go around again now without forcing any involuntary or any battles that could have been avoided. Alright, and here are the 3 mandatory battles. We'll end up versing the same Permariger and Azani, I think maybe second. This spiral, I think, is the easier one. Yeah, so this is technically the quickest one. It's just for Azani. There's no weird tricks here. It's just making sure you're doing some good damage. Given that they're going right after me, I'm not going to use a triple recoil because I don't want to lose all my HP. A lot of HP though. 50,000 times 4, 200 grand total. Good damage. Could use light chaos. In fact, I think that's pretty much all I can use, given that my weapon is a dark weapon. I don't want to heal them. And Lumimantial is pretty good. Let's try doing the whole Ascendancy strategy again. Lumimantial would be really good, but maybe it's worth holding off on that. I can't use Technoslot. I could use triple recoil, but that'd be really risky. Let's do something like, Death by Dozen Cuts, maybe? That's a pretty good move. It's random, but it does a good amount of damage. Obviously, if you're speedrunning the game, you'll want to set your battle animation speed to speedrun mode. This, I think, is still normal animation. Alright, now we're doing even more serious damage. Let's see who Light Chaos focuses on. Okay. Now we can go back to... We could do Luma Quad if we wanted to, but we might as well do Lumamancy, just make sure everyone gets it a little bit. That way the bottom left one dies. Let's stick with the Death by a Dozen Cuts. That way I can continue regaining TP. I haven't really been using my TP that much here. At least, actually, throughout the entire run, I think. But the upcoming boss battle against the Caravan will be a useful place to use at least some TP modes. Or some TP attacks. Just another set of strategies you can use. We got level 10. Got more special skills. And class time. So we're almost done. Let's just go down... Actually... Is this one level 6 for everyone? Because then maybe there's only just one more class that everyone has to deal with? Okay. Alright, we've got 2 more battles before we move up to the 3rd floor. And we've seen this battle before. Same idea. We want to ideally avoid some karma. Or some terrible karma. Death by a Dozen Cuts. Let's see how much damage we do here. We're going to hit karma. Lumacoda. I don't think that'll hit to 60. Okay, it didn't. So I can use this turn to heal all. I'm going to use Train Platoon. This is probably the most important skill in the post-game. This casts Guard on everyone. This casts Guard on just one person, Private, which you get earlier in the game. But using Train Platoon allows everyone to benefit from Guard for, is it 3 turns? Yeah. So you'll take half damage, and that in tandem with any necklaces and stuff really makes things a lot easier for you. Let's use Lumacoda. Take a look at how much karma will do. Way less damage. So I can feel a little bit more comfortable potentially taking out another karma. So if I can hit this Primeriger down to under 40 grand before guard drops, I can get away with the battle not taking quite as long. I can speed through the battle a little bit more easily. That being said, I don't have that many other options as Sprig right now. I can improve things like physical defense. I could attempt to use status ailments. But I think maybe I'll just use Light Chaos. Let's use Technoslot to hit everyone. We'll bait out another Karma. Again, I'm not really in danger of dying right now. Let's see how this goes. I think I can probably bait out one more Karma and still be okay. I'm keeping an eye on Marrow and Iraq. Okay. I'm looking at how much guard I have left, because once that hits 0, I'll be taking full damage. I think the full damage is it 5,000? I honestly kind of forget what I had set Karma to. I might have made it... I don't know if I made it immune to necklaces. We'll see. Karma... 2,500. Okay, so 2,500 because guard is up. So Karma does a default of 5,000 damage. I don't think Lumamancy will kill off Primeriger. Good. That gives me time to heal. Let's use Maxi Heal All, which we now have. I'm in pretty good shape here. When I use my magic attack ups, those items that boost your magic attack, I pretty much split it between Marrow and Iraq. Because Marrow obviously does a lot of magic damage, but so does Iraq with his quad attacks, and raising your magic attack also raises how much HP you heal. So high magic attack means you can just be healing non-stop. I don't really feel the need to use another Train Platoon. Let's do Death by a Dozen Cuts. I'd actually like to hit this enemy or Promeritor. So I wanted to whittle down the top right Azani also. Okay, one more Karma, and that is survivable. And another Lumimencial. He's got a Blind, which isn't great. Okay. I can use Nutrislot, because that does a neutral attack, even though I have a dark weapon. I can use Death by Dozen Cuts. Okay. Let's go Lumacoda. And I can't use Lumimencial. So let's just finish this one off. I would not have had enough to kill off the middle Azani. But this battle's almost over. And then we have one more light battle, and then we're done with the dark area. And we move on to floor 3. Good distribution there. Death by a Dozen Cuts might finish everything off. Definitely finishes everything off. Level 7, doable. One more battle here. Cataclysm. Pretty badass animation, if I do say so myself. And again, so this is Diuna. 100,000 HP. I forget, a triple recoil might be stronger in that case. Lumaquad is going to be great. In fact, I could have used Mero to buff all our magic using Chimera Pack. I'll show you that skill. Also, Diuna gets to go twice in a lot of cases. Ultimate Dark heals Ultimate. Let's just stick with regular Light Chaos. Train Platoon would have been a pretty good option too, pretty safe. Let's do Death by a Dozen Cuts. I don't want to risk all my HP again. Half dead. If I use Chimera Pack here, it costs 50 TP, so it's another use for your TP if you're not really casting Alacrity that much. And it buffs everything. Physical attack, physical defense, magic defense, agility, and luck. And so, like, Lumaquad is going to be stronger than it normally would have been, because the magic attack is up. So once you unlock the Chimera moves from Mero, there suddenly is a second character, or second ally, who can give you buffs. I'm not taking as much damage because my magic defense and physical defense are up also. Again, physical attack is increased. So Chimera Pack is also great in terms of like an additional 1-2 punch. Train Platoon increases the heck out of your defense, and then Chimera Pack increases the heck out of everything else. So you become really, really strong, especially against post-game enemies. Made some short work there. You can see how I purposely made the staircase kind of hidden until you get closer. And now we move up to the 3rd floor, where the music is going to get even faster. And we'll get some experience again, I think. 500,000 experience obtained, level 9s. Now, I want to try something. I want to change my classes to level 5s and level 6s, or whatever the lower ones are, for 2 reasons. First of all, in the final battle in Chaos Castle, you get a lot of experience, and it would be largely wasted if I was just going from 9 to 10. Second, I'm legitimately curious to find if I can actually win the next battle at level 5 and level 6 and level 7, or if I'm just simply too under-leveled. I actually don't know the answer to that question, but I know there's a heal right here. Do you wish to remain at your current location, or would you rather chicken out at the last second by warping to the entrance of Chaos Castle and bringing shame to your entire family? Well, don't want to do that, so... As far as what to equip is concerned, doesn't really matter that much. Maybe I'll use Mythic Skegox just to focus on the physical attacks again. And these don't really matter that much as far as which mythic item to use. Keep in mind, I do not have every Omega class at level 10 yet. It's close. I've got like 2 more classes to go. Once I do get there, then I'll be able to upgrade to my ultimate class, which means I would be able to use my ultimate weapons, which I think are still stored down here. These, which, as you can see, based on the stats, they increase enormously. And on top of that, you have further status ailment reduction and reducing all elemental damage, regardless of the element, by 25%. These are far and away the best weapons to use all around. If your ultimate class, you definitely just want to switch to these as quickly as possible. They did cost 50,000 gold in West Haversine, though. The final battle of Chaos Castle will be done next episode, episode 18. And then we'll do a couple other things, because there's plenty of post-game content. We're going to have 3 more episodes. Episode 18, 19, and 20, and by the end of episode 20, we will be 100% done with Mango Mischief. Thanks for sticking around, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more clips about Mango Mischief, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. The Steam link for my game, as well as all Mango Mischief social media links, are posted in this video's description. I think you'll enjoy my satirical, retro-style, turn-based JRPG, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments section below. Thanks!